All right, greetings. My name is Rick Powers. I'm coming to you from Western Technical College, and this is the introduction to basic statistics. So welcome to the course. And I want you to kind of get a sense of my feelings and attitudes about this course and about your personal development as a student and how this course can be a part of that. First of all, I do want you to recognize how powerful statistics is in the world that we live in right now. Specifically, some of the most powerful influences in our culture are corporations that are almost completely based on statistics. For example, Facebook, Google, Twitter, Snapchat, Amazon, YouTube, which I'm using right now. There are billions of dollars that are being exchanged, and there's tremendous social influence that comes from the use of statistics. And there are so many different areas in which this is true. Healthcare, political movements. I mean, the role of social media and everything in political movements is big. Law enforcement, climate change, that whole idea, all of these are related to statistics. And there are some positive things that can happen, like new medicines, and there would be some negative things like fake news or bots that are out there trying to influence people. And so much of the corporate world and changing and shaping opinions in order to get people to buy stuff. There's a lot going on out there. But how is that? Why is that statistics would be so powerful in that? Well, it's not the same idea as regular math where you have numbers that stay the same or the answer that stays the same. In statistics, things are constantly changing. And so when we're specifically talking about any kind of a measurement, what percent of people are interested in buying shoes? Okay, those numbers are constantly changing. So then we would need to have some way of measuring that. And that's what statistics works with, those kinds of numbers. And so then very often when we talk about here's a collection of numbers, and then here's the practical impact of that information on our lives, that statistics is the bridge between those things. How do we make that connection between those things? So hopefully you can get an idea of some of those things as we go through. But there's another very important aspect to this, and that is what happens to you when you take a course like this. Recently, we've been talking as faculty about things like the growth mindset and developing resilience. Now, the growth mindset is an idea that if you do the work, then you can develop a skill, as opposed to saying, well, I'm just not a math person, and so I can never do that. To say, well, you can develop skill in an area by working at it, and you can grow. And so you don't just leave something alone because you don't know how to do it, but you think about the process of growing in that area. And then developing resilience. Pretty much it's the idea that you can have something go wrong and you will keep going. And specifically that you can be wrong about something. And that doesn't make you stop doing the thing. As it turns out, learning statistics gives you lots of opportunities to work really hard at stuff and to still get things wrong. And then the question is, what do you do about that? So that's developing resilience. Now, in addition, there's something about statistics where it does make people just uncomfortable. It might take like 4 weeks for you to get comfortable with an idea as the course continues. So you learn about something, but you don't feel good about it until maybe 4 weeks down the road. So then this is where we have this idea of persistence, or just, if you want to say, mathematical maturity, so that you can work on something. You don't know all the details, but you can keep working on it. And now I want to help you in that process. I know it takes a lot of work, and I know that you will have problems that you don't understand and that you will be making errors along the way. I live there too, right? I am always looking around at different statistical things, and I say, I don't know how that works. And then I try something and I make mistakes. Um, but I am committed definitely to helping you through that process so that I understand and I've experienced the same things that you've experienced. I didn't always like statistics and it didn't always make sense to me, but it has over time. Yet I remember that there were so many things that I were just like, I don't understand it yet, and I don't know why we're doing it until after I got more familiar with it. But then, okay, the beautiful thing is at the end of that process, that there are all these things in our society that you can get involved in. You can make a difference in this world. You can you can have something to do with medicine or politics or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. That you can find out how these numbers are actually telling us things, information that we can use in order to make a difference. And then my goal, right, is that that would be a positive thing. Not that you would be sitting in a cubicle making fake news, but that you would be out there figuring out stuff that's actually going to make a positive difference out there. And then also it can help you. It can become a different thing for you where you become better at learning and even better at just understanding things about the world so that you can become a better person. So I'm hoping to support and encourage you right along the way to do that, and then set you on this course that's going to be positive, that's going to have a good effect on your future. Okay, so best wishes for the course, and please let me know if you have any questions or comments or anything. I'd appreciate it. And again, welcome to Statistics.